In a forgotten village, surrounded by a thick, cursed forest, stood an ancient haveli, abandoned by all, feared by many. No one dared to go near it after sunset. They said the mirror inside the bridal chamber showed the future, but only to those who were about to die. But love, as it often does, ignores all warnings. Aarav, a young archaeologist, came to the village to document its lost culture. He was ambitious, rational, and deeply intrigued by the legends of the haveli. While exploring, he met Meera, a local girl with hauntingly beautiful eyes and an aura of timeless sadness. They fell in love. Each day, she would appear near the forest edge, always at twilight. Her voice was soft, her laugh enchanting. But she never let Aarav walk her home. She said, "I live where no man dares to go." Meera told Aarav of the mirror in the haveli, the one inside the bridal chamber. She said her family had once lived there before a curse wiped them out. On their 40th evening together, under a blood-red moon, Aarav proposed.
"Marry me, Meera."
"I want to marry you, Meera. No matter what. Even if death stands between us." Meera's smile faded. She whispered,
"You shouldn't be here, this love will cost you everything. I live where no man dares to go."
"Marry me, Meera."
"Then come to the haveli at midnight."
At midnight, Aarav entered the crumbling haveli, guided only by the flicker of his lantern and the chill in his bones. The bridal chamber door opened on its own. Inside, an ancient mirror, cracked and veiled in cobwebs. Candles lit themselves as he stepped in. And there stood Meera, in a red bridal sari, her face covered, her hands trembling. She raised her head slowly.
"Will you still marry me, Aarav? You are mine, forever."
He nodded, mesmerized. She took his hand, led him to the mirror, and chanted something in Sanskrit. The mirror shimmered. Suddenly, Aarav saw his own corpse in the reflection, hung from the ceiling, face twisted in agony, blood pouring from his eyes. He gasped. Turned to Meera. But she was gone. The villagers found Aarav the next day, unconscious outside the haveli. They said, "You've seen her, haven't you? The cursed bride?" They told him the truth. Meera had died 80 years ago, on her wedding night. Her lover had broken her heart and never showed up. She hanged herself in the bridal chamber. Since then, her spirit wandered, luring men with love, pulling them into her mirror, feeding on their soul. Aarav laughed nervously. But he couldn't sleep. Days later, Aarav began to change. His eyes turned red. He stopped eating. At night, he would talk to the mirror in his hotel room. Whisper her name. Then one morning, the hotel staff broke into his room. They found him, hung by a red sari, his eyes bloodied, mouth open mid-scream. On the mirror, written in blood, were the words, "We are married now. Forever." And in the mirror's reflection, his body was still moving.
"We are married now, forever."